So this is quite a strange story, but I think you're going to enjoy this. Now, I've spent all week doing crazy shit, to be honest. I played the dipstick lick on stage with high fade.
Mr. Danny Sapko on the new bass on the tiny bass.
And of course did my first spoken word live performance. But after that, I ended up doing one of the weirdest and best music sessions of my life. I somehow managed to form a heavy metal power trio with one of the originators of thrash metal and one of the biggest inspirations for Metallica. And just wait till you see the footage. Now this may surprise you, but I love 80s British heavy metal. And some thrash too. Anthrax are one of my favourite bands ever. And I imagine I would have gravitated towards heavy metal had I been alive in the 80s. I couldn't see myself wearing a Ponzi suit and getting into Duran Duran. Anyway, this man is Brian Tatler. And without him, there might have been no Metallica. And no Megadeth.
This guy, Brian Tatler, the guitar player from Diamond Head, tremendous talent on guitar.
And Brian's most famous riff even brought the Big Four together. Now that riff was Am I Evil by Diamond Head from their first album, and it seems so ahead of its time. Look at this footage. Now, how did I end up playing with this guy? So this is music YouTuber and part-time bastard Andy Edwards. And we've been having a bit of back and forth the last couple of weeks.
I actually decided to put a spell on Danny, and he now resides in here. He obviously has something he wants to say. Go on then, Danny, fire away.
Bloody Andy Edwards called me a fat little idiot or whatever he said.
Now, because he found out I was doing this guitar show in Birmingham, he sent over a spy. This is true, by the way. He sent over a bloody spy to check that I could actually play and I'm not just some internet faker. And I can't believe this, but his spy was actually the guy who ended up playing live on stage with me. So later that night, after I'd passed his test, I get this phone call. Oi, it's Andy Edwards, I'm from Dudley. Or wherever the hell he's from, I don't bloody know. And so he invites me to his studio, and I thought, oh, we'll just be doing some funny YouTube stuff. And then he texts me and says, oh, by the way, I'm bringing Brian Tatler of Diamond Head and Saxon, and we're going to do some heavy metal riffing. So I turn up at this dilapidated warehouse that he calls a studio, and we're waiting for Brian to arrive. And he's telling me this story, and it turns out he's had a mad couple of weeks as well. So he's just appeared on Rick Beato, right? And my God, he mentions his new mate Rick every 10 minutes. Just look at his YouTube photo, for God's sake. And shortly after that, Andy completely lost his YouTube channel to hackers. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell this story. Yeah, bollocks, let's do it and see what happens. That's my usual method. So after Andy lost his channel, he panics and he calls up Rick Beato. Oi, Rick, I've lost me videos. And he got the time difference wrong. And it was 3 a.m. He woke up Rick Beato in the middle of the night. Good. And so somehow he manages to get his channel back, right? And I asked him, like, what the hell happened and how did he get hacked? I can't believe this. I swear this is true. Andy Edwards got an email from Mr. Beast asking him to go on his channel. And he thought that because he'd been on bloody Rick Beato, he was like heading for the stars, and he thought nothing of it. And so he clicked a link that Mr. Beast sent him, and obviously got hacked and his channel got wiped. And even then, like I said, did you not have any protective measures on YouTube to stop you getting hacked? And he said, oh yeah, it came up on my phone like, new login from Nigeria. Is this you? And I clicked yeah. What the fuck? This guy is mental, man, I'm telling you. Anyway. Sorry. So, Brian Tatler turns up with the Gibson Flying V from 1979, which he was playing in that Diamond Head video. And I'm in this bizarre situation where we start filming, And me and Andy are just cracking off all these YouTube jokes and stuff. But Brian Tatler's kind of just stood there. And I'm a bit in awe of the guy, if I'm honest. And he's just watching me and Andy doing this absolute shite.
Got the flat five going and all that. And oh, hang on. Bloody hell. There's someone at the door, Brian. I do apologise. Hang on. Oh, bloody...
Choo, you bastard!
It's Sapko! What are you doing here?
I'm here to drink all your Bovril and take all your women. And we were saying some really ridiculous stuff.
Can you believe it? It's Danny Sapko. I have got this set up for you, really, ready to go. If will this
You
do
bastard.
it, you think? How are you doing anyway?
Oh, I'm wonderful. It's my first time in Kidderminster, right? And
Don't let people know where we are.
Oh, is that not allowed?
They'll try and come down here, won't
Well,
they?
it's funny. We went to the pub last night, and there was this folk group on, full of violins and all that. They call themselves the Kiddie Fiddlers. But as anyone who's met Brian will tell you, he's like the nicest guy ever. And I didn't expect it, but it turns out that Andy Edwards is a proper top bloke as well, man. And he's a hell of a drummer. So then the three of us had a very short run through of some stuff that we can all play and we all knew. And even though there's loads of mistakes, I feel like we kind of gelled pretty quickly. And they asked me to sing some stuff. And I've never sung in this style in my life, right? I consider myself a glorified backing vocalist at best. But listening to it back, I think I did all right, man. That were me getting kicked in the knackers off camera. Maybe I could be a heavy metal vocalist. Another career change. And to be honest, although not a lot of people have seen this video, I've had loads of messages saying how much they enjoyed the whole thing. And it's already becoming like a cult classic YouTube video.
I just like the relentlessness of it, the constant repetition of the same dark riff over and over again until you're bludgeoned into submission.
This is what we wanted from Brian, isn't it? This is the sort of stuff.
Bludgeoned into submission.
Bludgeoned into submission.
I mean, there's some pretty bad acting, and it's all filmed on phone cameras, and, bloody hell, if he got to put his drum camera on, and there's some ridiculous shots of him miming along in a different outfit. But you get to see a real-life situation of musicians meeting for the first time and just jamming some ideas. And would you believe there's no AI and no auto-tune and no overdubs? I've watched it a couple of times now, and honestly I think it's absolutely brilliant. I've linked it in the description if you'd like to go watch as well. And because there's been some call for us to do this again, we're going to need a name. So if you have any suitably silly suggestions for our power trio, please leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching, you dipsticks. If you'd like to support me, there are some links and some merch below. Please hit subscribe if you haven't done already. Choo choo, you bastards, and I'll see you next time. I used a pick for a Geezer Butler bass line. They're going to be all over it. I used the Danny Sapko bass pick, actually.
Can you buy one of those?
Now available at dannysapko.com while stocks last.
Bastard.